In the previous sessions, we learnt about roll-up and cube to display the subtotals and grand totals at various levels, right? And how many group by columns did we use? We used 2. So there were not many subtotals and grand totals. What if you change that number to 3, 4, 5? If your number of group by columns are 6, imagine the number of subtotals and the grand totals you will see on your report. It will be too many, right? Yes. Here in our example, let's introduce one more group by column called city. Okay, so we will have totally 3 columns: sales month, product name and city, and I am doing a group by cube on all those 3 columns. So how many subtotals or grand totals will it generate? It will generate 8. Yes, 8. So for sales month, product name and city, for this combination a subtotal is displayed. Sales month and product name, a subtotal is displayed. Sales month and city, subtotal is displayed. For all the distinct sales month, the subtotal is displayed. For the product name and the city combination, the subtotals is displayed. For the distinct product names, the subtotals are displayed, and for the distinct cities, the subtotals are displayed, and for the grand total, the subtotals are displayed. Like this, for 8 combinations, we will see the subtotals. When I say 8, not only 8 subtotals, 8 into number of distinct values, right? That we don't know. It all depends on the amount of data in our table, right? Sometimes whenever you are using a cube function and you don't want all these 8 combinations, you want only maybe 2 or 3 combinations. Example, I want only sales month product name and sales month city. But how do you do that? The solution is grouping sets. Okay, all I have to say is group by grouping sets and the combination you want. I want sales month and product name. For that combination I want the subtotals, and another combination is sales month and city. So I am mentioning grouping set, the set 1 and set 2. If you want one more set, comma, and then provide in the bracket the column names. Okay, so this will help us in unnecessarily processing all the subtotals if you don't need it. Okay, so now let's go and take a look at it. Okay, I have added the city column from the customer table by joining between sales customer ID and customer ID. Okay, so now when I use this cube in my group by clause, okay, you see these are all the rows I got. Okay, for all those 8 combinations I got the subtotals. Here if you look at it, for sales month, for city combination I got the sales amount. If you navigate down, for the product name city combination we got the sales amount. Just for the product name we got the subtotal. And if you go down, all the way down, for the distinct cities we got the subtotal, and the grand total we got it over here, right? You see, lot of subtotals. Sometimes you may need it, sometimes you may not need it. Okay, if you don't need it and if you want only particular groupings, then you use your grouping sets. So I will change this to grouping sets. So I will start my bracket. I want sales month and product name as one combination. I'll close that, and then another combination I want is sales month and the city. So I'll mention that as another combination. So bracket close and bracket close. So here I'll mention the comma. That's it. For sales month and product name, and for sales month and city, only for these 2 combinations I want the subtotals. So I run that. That's it. You see, sales month, product name, these are the subtotals. For the sales month, city, these are the subtotals. Like this, only for those 2 combinations I'll be seeing the subtotals. Even I will not be seeing any grand total. Okay, cool, right? Yes.